What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Nectar breakdown tutorial. I'm your host, Wolf Thunder Ranger, Korak Wolzer. We'll be discussing these Nectar cards, see if they can change up your playstyle, get you a better understanding of this new clan and what they're all about. So let's start with the Forerunners, which are grade zeros. Joe Shield Seed Squire. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, return this to your deck to summon a Blade Seed Squire from your deck at rest. So Blade Seed Squire is this guy right here. So you pretty much evolve him every time he attacks. But these are all mostly rearguard effects. Rearguards. So when you attack with him, you go into the grade 2, which they said Knight of Rainbow, Gene. So Gene comes out. So Gene does his thing, but when he hits the Vanguard, he returns to the deck and summons Knights of Harvest Gene, which is this that I don't have yet, but it's a good card nonetheless because when he attacks, he goes into pretty much two more of these guys. So again, there's a lot of things Nectar has, and it's a bunch of intercept action, but the main thing you're seeing here on this personal level is these units come out at rest. They don't attack again. It's pretty much setting up an intercept or a shield for you, or you pretty much, that's pretty much it. You're just setting yourself for an intercept. So that's pretty much that whole card in general. So next is P Knight. P Knight is actually, I think, the Forerunner you're going to be using a lot because A, his effect is legit. You put two cards from your drop zone back into your deck. So what does that mean? We can put two PGs back in the deck. We can put him back in the deck if he was our heal trigger. Or we put two of these guys back in the deck, so when that happens, when these two go back in the deck, you have targets for Gene here. So that's actually really interesting seeing these two Forerunners. It's like, honestly, this is like by far the best one because it sets you up more with your cards. And that's what I really like about it. Honestly, that's really like the best way to do things. So as you know, with all these units coming in rest, sometimes the stand deck is appropriate. And there's certain other things you can do too, aside standing and all that. But we'll get into that more into the video. So let's get into here. Like we said, we already went over Blade Seed Squire. Alright, Lady of the Sunlight Forest. You can pitch a card to draw a card, like any other card in any clan sometimes. So it's like the Lady Siren from the Royal Paladins. You draw a card, pitch a card, draw a card. That's what this card's about. Playing 8,000 booster. Nice Corolla Dragon. Caramel Popcorn. Goes up like an extra 1,000 every time you counterblast. Okay, so it becomes a booster. You can change its boost power. Alright, Lily Knight of the Valley. When this unit boosts Iris Knight, it gets plus 3,000 power until the end of turn. Iris Knight is this guy. It's another vanilla, so pretty much those two are best buddies. And Iris Knight becomes a 20,000 beat stick because of the extra boost. And not a lot of people do it because it's legit hard to set up, and you're going to be losing that guy anyways. So again, another issue with that. And we already went over our boy Knight of Rainbow Gene. He goes into the grade 3. So Maiden of Rainbow Wood. This is a very important card. This gives you draw power, so you could honestly make your deck to a point where it's not really a draw turbo, but you know, you have a couple draws and maybe some restance, and you'll be able to maintain hand size because of that, which is good. Honestly, I think Draw Turbo is always like the best format ever. It's so godly because you get all your cards and everything. But yeah, you know, that's one way to put it. So she's very helpful, Maiden of Rainbow Wood. Alright, Spiritual Tree Sage, Irminsul. Pretty much what he does, you place him and you grab a grade 2 or less from your deck, from the top card of your deck. If it's grade 2, you summon it. Grade 2 or less, you summon it. So if it's grade 1, you get a free booster. If it's a grade 2, you get another intercept. If it's a grade 2 again, if it's him again, you pretty much stack it like you do with Transrisers when we go over Nova Grapplers. And as you know, we went Iris Knight. He's just a vanilla. Whirl-bearing Turtle Akabara. When this unit attack hits the Vanguard, one of your units gets plus 3,000 till the end of turn. Interesting effect nonetheless, but we've seen this effect on Die Lady in the Dimensional Robo Clan tutorial video. So pretty much they just have their own. But you know, them getting boosted doesn't really give them any special effects, so it's doesn't make any sense. Alright, hey yo, Pineapple. During your turn, if you have 4 more rear guards, this unit gets plus 3,000 So it becomes an 11,000 beat stick when you have 4 more units on your field, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's an 1100 unit. You can attack with it, and you just restand like if you were playing Bermuda Triangle, like we did in our Bermuda Triangle deck profile. So now we're at the grade 3s. This is a very quick tutorial. There's not a lot of cards because it's a very new set. So we'll go over those. Like I said, we went over Night of Harvest Gene pretty much. He would kind of be the heal just to summon 2 intercepts when you're done, and he goes back into the deck. So that means you're returning a heal check back into the deck to actually use them. And this right here, this is your big main deck card right here for triple rare Neo Nectar. When this unit attacks, this is the main of the Trailing Rose. You counterblast 1, Persona Blast, look at 5 cards from the top of your deck, and call 2 units. So that's really good. They don't come at rest, you actually call it. So it's like an extra attack, like Azure Dragon. But instead, you're actually really calling 2 other units for another attack. So the main point of this effect, period, is getting a grade 1 and a grade 2. That way you get an intercept and you have a booster to really hit your opponent, which isn't bad either. You're really just like, not only are you milling your deck, but you're giving yourself more firepower, which is what you need. So I like Maiden of Trailing Rose, wish I had more. Avatar of the Plains Behemoth, he is your restand card. If he hits the Vanguard, restand one of your units. If they come in at rest, restand them. Why not? You can really make some work with it. You know, just try to keep getting your units to restand as best they can when they come out because they come in at rest. So this card's actually really helpful as well. Frontline Valkyrie Laurel, she gains 2,000 when she attacks the Vanguard, so she just becomes a 1,200 beat stick. And we've all seen how that plays out with our other units that have been getting that special effect to attack more of the Majesty players and all that other stuff. Last but not least is the Tomato. Once you use attack, it's Vanguard. Unit gets plus 3,000. Pretty much the same thing as this guy. Just this is an intercept. This is a grade 3. Obviously, you're going to play the intercept more than the grade 3, period, in my opinion. Anyways, so pretty much deck builds can be draw turbo, some stands. If you want to throw in crit to be fancy, you can, but I feel like most of this deck is legit going to be about restanding your units and just attacking again with whatever unit you pull from the Persona Blast, honestly. And obviously this guy being another one of the units you probably run because you can restand a unit that comes in at rest, so that card can come in handy. The only thing this deck doesn't have is a solar recharge where you recharge one of your counterblasts. So that doesn't help at all because you're wasting a lot of it to do plays, and the fact that this costs 2, it is a lot just to restand a unit, so most of those cards become restand triggers in the end. However, that's pretty much it. It's just stand triggers or draw turbo. Just really get you in there because you have the perfect guard. I mean, you can either recycle the perfect guards. Pretty much this is going to be your big Forerunner. I mean, that's pretty much Neo Nectar right there. I mean, now you got the gist. Now you understand. I'll see y'all next time for another clan tutorial. Hopefully you guys are having a good pulls better than I am. Because right now, as you can tell, I'm not pulling so great. Anyways, until next time, when we get all the cards we need, we can do a great deck profile. So peace out, be good, and stay safe. Hey.